In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivoham, through well-established legal and historical facts about the Hindu sovereign state of the Surangi Samrajyam, derives all sovereign rights and powers of the royal lineage of the Surangi Samrajyam as its 203rd sovereign emperor, from his inheritance and continuation of the unbroken succession of the kingdom of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam Sarvanapitha. Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, through unification with 20 other sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical, historical entities, became part of the United States of KAILASA, which thus became a sovereign, independent juridical state, with the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivoham as the sovereign. Just as how the oceanic nations like Tuvalu have safeguarded their sovereignty from the existential threat of total submersion by amending their constitution and asserting that their sovereignty will persist regardless of the loss of their territory, KAILASA, which is a sovereign continuation of 21 sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical historical entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the Kailasa's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as a natural outcome of well-established historical legal facts. Share your time, talent, and treasure. Become part of KAILASA. Sign up as an eCitizen https://kailasa.ecitizen.info.
With Paramashiva's grace, we have evolved UAN, United Nations for Ancient Nations. Paramashiva successfully manifested, and now he is introducing this to all of you, to the world formally, United Ancient Nations. It is United Nations for Ancient Indigenous Nations. This is a profound intergovernmental body. More than 100 ancient nations are already part members of this UAN. It is to unite and support all the indigenous nations, indigenous kingdoms all over the world.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham, is the reviver of KAILASA, this ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. KAILASA is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through KAILASA results in the
Nithyanandam Paramaskadam Kevalam Dhyanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gaganasrisham Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhotam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami.
Yes, Nithyananda, all of you.
Nithyanandam, everyone.
So Hope all of you have enjoyed the darshan. Ismail says very beautifully that yes, you have actually enjoyed the darshan, received the powerful cognitions. When you apply these powerful cognition in life, life just transforms you. All right. So this time that we start manifesting the powers of third eye. So let's get ready. We have with us participants, Ma Judy, Ma Paramashivoham, yes, Wei Chung Fang Nithyanandam, Sharmimot Nithyanandam, Aghur Sarupni Nithyanandam, Ma Anupma Nithyanandam, Ma Trinitkananda Nithyanandam, Ma Sangashakti Nithyanandam, and all the participants with the cameras off. Wang Hui Fang Nithyanandam, Ma Sugyana Nithyanandam, Ma Ning Nithyanandam, Myoyin Nithyanandam, Ma Anand Param Shakti Nithyanandam, Ma Parabrahm Sarupni Nithyanandam, Mahagyan Pradata Nithyanandam, Ma Teresa, Zhang Shi Hao, Yi Fan, Ma Ananda Gurupni. Welcome all of you on this after the lesson session. So, as you know, just in few days, we have the Guru Purnima celebration, Guru Purnima celebration, which is coming up. And Guru Purnima is the gratitude offering with whatever Guru has showered on you. That is a celebration of that. So we have lots of rituals happening, and we also have offering. If we wish to offer you gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at His Divine Holiness at the lotus feet of the SPH, you can offer your gratitude. We'll be giving you the link shortly in the Zoom chat, in the YouTube chat. You can always offer your gratitude. All right. With this, we'll be entering into the power manifestation. You can sit with your head and spine in a straight line, cover your eyes now. We'll be manifesting the power of seeing picture blindfolded. So with our chariot, we'll be projecting the image on your screen, and through the power of third eye, see what is being revealed to you.
Yes, let us put on the eye bands, and if you don't have an eye band, you can use any piece of cloth that is opaque in nature, such that you cannot see through the material itself. So requesting everyone, let's take a moment and put on the eye bands, and let's get ready for this round of power manifestation. Yes, also requesting everyone with the camera switched off, please switch on your cameras and be available in the camera frame itself. All right, after you've put on the eye bands, let's sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and let us bring our awareness to our inner space. The inner space located just below the heart center and just above the navel center is the space that Swamiji has initiated us in to connect to him, to connect to the divine, to be in the space of oneness with the divine. And understand that Swamiji is available to us. He's just waiting for us to reach out. So let's do just that. Let's reach out to Swamiji. Let us remember Swamiji in our inner space. Let us receive him with gratitude, love, and compassion. And let us remember everything that Swamiji is, everything Swamiji represents, and everything Swamiji means to us. Let us remember all the beautiful moments with Swamiji that we cherish. Let us remember all of that in our inner space, our Ananda Ganda, just below the heart center. And feel this feeling connection we have to the Master. As you bring your awareness to your feeling connection to Swamiji, you can feel the feeling connection getting stronger. So again and again, bring your memory back to this feeling connection you have to the Master, to Swamiji, and kindle that connection. feel the space of oneness with Swamiji in your inner space. Let us shift our awareness to our third eye, just between the eyebrows, our Anya chakra. And let us visualize Swamiji in our third eye. Gently, let us gaze through the third eye into Swamiji's third eye. So gazing through the third eye alone, keeping the two physical eyes closed. And don't concentrate, don't strain yourself, just gaze the way you would gaze at a flower. So gazing into Swamiji's third eye. And as we do so, we feel this feeling connection, this energetic connection from Swamiji's third eye to our third eye. We feel a light buzzing sensation and light build-up of energy in our third eye as Swamiji is awakening our third eye and energizing it for this power manifestation. Just take a moment and feel all of that in your third eye. Now let us start chanting Mahavakya, the cosmic code word that Swamiji has given us to connect to him, and to remind us of our divinity. The Mahavakya is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, which means Om. In eternal bliss, I am Paramashiva. So let's begin. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let's continue chanting the Mahavakya. And from the space of oneness with Swamiji, let us start manifesting this power manifestation, the power of third eye vision, seeing images blindfolded. The image is being displayed for you now. Let's begin.
Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham
Yes, you can relax now. Slowly, very slowly, remove your eye bands and gently let the light come back into your eyes. And once the light readjusts for your eyes, then take a moment and share with us what was revealed to you in your third eye. For this power manifestation, power of third eye vision, seeing images blindfolded. So please go ahead and share. And once again, requesting everyone to please switch on your cameras. So if you haven't already got your cameras switched on, please switch on your cameras and be available in the camera frame. So requesting Ma Miao Yin, Ma Ananda Paramashakti, Ma Parabrahma Swarupini, Ma Ananda Gora Rupini, Ma Yifan, Ma Zhangzi Ho, Ma Teresa. And also those of you with the camera switched on, if you're not in the camera frame itself, Ma Judy, Ma Wei Chun Fang, And also requesting Nithyananda and Charmaine News requesting please switch on, please be available in the camera frame. Once again, for those of you that have taken part in this power manifestation, take a moment and share with us what was revealed to you in your third eye. And for those of you following us on YouTube, you can let us know in the YouTube chat as well.
Yes, so please go ahead, take a moment and let us share. Yes, so just take a moment and describe what all was revealed to you, any detail that was revealed to you. So please go ahead, take a moment. Shortly will be projecting the image which we have projected.
All right, so if you're still sharing, please continue to share. Meanwhile, let us share with you the image that we had displayed earlier. So for this power manifestation, and yes, it looks, it's another evening setting in perhaps something like a town square. We have a prominent building in the middle. We have some lights on either side. We have some other buildings around, some benches on which people can sit, and some people are sitting on the benches. Let's see, nice patterns on the floor, clean floor, and yes, blue sky, evening sky. So we have just light clouds and the darker blue of the setting evening that is approaching from the right hand side. So yes.
So yes, there's the image that we have projected. If you have seen anything related to the image, whether the colors, the buildings, the people, the chairs, congratulate yourself, you have successfully manifested this power. All right, with this, let's move to the second round of this power manifestation. So once again, take a moment and cover your eyes now, and let's enter into the second round. If you have missed manifesting this power, you can go ahead and enter into the second round of this power manifestation. So please take a moment and cover your eyes now, and let's enter into the power manifestation.
So requesting everyone, please let's take part in the second round.
Yes.
Everyone with the camera switched off, please switch them on, and please participate in the power manifestation. I understand it's the most important power manifestation of the day. Straight after the darshan, Swamiji has bolted us with superconscious energy, and it's important for us to set that in, to bolt that in, to make sure that we continuously grow. So Swamiji has lifted us to higher vibrations, higher energies, lifting our ceiling of this superconscious energy. So it's important to bolt this new ceiling in by practicing these power manifestations. So once again, requesting everyone, let us put on our eye bands, sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and let us bring our awareness to our inner space. Let us remember Swamiji in our inner space. Let us welcome Swamiji in our Anandaganda, our inner space. Let us welcome him with our love, compassion, and gratitude for being in our lives, for guiding us from darkness into the light. Requesting everyone, please put on your eye bands if you haven't already done so. Let us feel the space of oneness with Swamiji in our inner space, our Ananda Gandha, just below the heart center. Let us now bring our awareness to the third eye. And let us visualize Swamiji in our third eye and lightly gaze through our third eye into Swamiji's third eye. As we do, we feel an energetic connection from Swamiji's third eye into our third eye. We feel a light buzzing sensation and a build-up of energy in our third eye. As Swamiji is awakening our third eye and energizing it for this power manifestation. Now, let us connect to Swamiji further by chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes, continue chanting the Mahavakya throughout this power manifestation. And from the space of oneness with Swamiji, let us now start manifesting this power of third eye vision, seeing images blindfolded. The image is being displayed for you now. Let us begin.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Yes, slowly, very slowly. Now you can remove your eye bands, you can open your eyes. And with that deep gratitude, deep surrender to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, that cosmic consciousness, let us take a few moments and start to share what was revealed to you through the power of third eye. Understand it is through the connection with Paramashiva that you are able to manifest the power. The Paramashiva flows through you. When you allow Swamiji to flow through you, the energy, the power starts manifesting through you. So let's take few moments and let us share what was revealed to you. Understand? When you are in oneness, there is nothing other than Paramashiva exists. That's why it's oneness. Actually, I say this is not one, this is oneness. Please go ahead, take a moment and let's share. Shortly, we'll be moving to the verification. So continue to share.
So once again, requesting all participants with the camera switched off, please switch on your cameras and be available in the camera frame. Be available for yourself for this program to get the most benefits out of the program.
Yes. Our Supreme shares. I see there are all the thoughts in my brain, not images. You can share the thoughts also, because it reflects, it comes in various ways. It comes as a visual, it comes as words. Many times people see as words. The words comes as the vision. It comes as the image. It comes as a experience. You feel something. It comes as a even the sound. So there, in various ways, it manifests. So you don't have to restrict yourself as the image.
So requesting everyone else as well, please take a moment and share with us what was revealed in your third eye. Or perhaps what you experienced as part of this power manifestation.
Thinking about sending some juice and coconut water to my children. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing on. All right. So with this, let's move to the verification. We'll be projecting the image. Yes, so this is the image that we had projected. Maybe you are trying to send some juice and coconut water to this place and the children also. So it's a beautiful scene. I'm not sure what is the place. Of course, you can see it's a wide view from the top view. And the whole city itself, you can see the water body, a big river, and lots of details. It's because the whole city itself is there. From you can see the roads, the trees, the water, the buildings, the people, and the lights and lights. So yes,
There's also a park right just in the middle left of the main road that seems to be going around. So yes, there's a main river on the right hand side. There seems to be another lake just at the top. So the city is between the river and the lake. And we can see some buildings and some just at the bottom right, where just on the river. So yes, and it's a sunset, so we have the street lights that are turned on, and there's a lot of green. There's also a lot of buildings. There's the road, there's the water bodies, the two water bodies, there's the sky. So yeah, a lot of details in this. So if you had any of these, if you had any of these as revelation in your third eye, so the road, the main road, the lights, the river, and all of that, the green, the park, then congratulate yourself for manifesting this power.
Yes. All right. All right. So with this, we'll be entering into the next revelations by Swamiji, which is going to be on collective consciousness. Collective consciousness says that we are not an island as we think. Most time, because we have the boundaries, we feel the boundaries, we feel that we live as an island. But that is not the reality. We are part of the collective consciousness. That's what Swamiji says. So let's enter into this revelation by Swamiji as we sit with the headache, spine, and straight line and receive this powerful cognition to experience, not just to listen, just to experience this collective consciousness. So let's come to the space of listening and let's enter into these revelations by Swamiji.
Now I'm going to present few great truths about the collective consciousness, which may surprise you, or you might have heard of this truth. Whatever it may be, whether it is new or old for you, try to analyze as much as possible. Try to analyze till your logic feels tired, till your logic falls. Try to analyze till your logic falls. First thing, all your minds are not individual, separate pieces of the universe. It is all one and the same. All your minds are interlinked. Not only interlinked, directly affects each other. That is what we call collective consciousness. It straight away affects each other. Your thoughts are just as infectious as your cold. Your cold. People may escape from your cold. It is not so infectious, but your thoughts are much more infectious than cold. If you catch cold from somebody, you may suffer only few days, that also physically. But when you catch thoughts from people, not only you suffer mentally, you suffer forever. It's not only mentally, you suffer forever. Same way, anything you think affects the people who are staying around. And not only people who are staying around, whomsoever is living in the planet Earth, they are touched by your thoughts. Understand? Now, naturally, our intellect will resist. How can this be true? Receive all these things. Now we will then later on the question and answer session, we will analyze it one by one, inch by inch. First truth I declare, all of us are not different beings, different minds. We are all totally interlinked, closely networked. Any of my thought can transform you. Any of your thought can touch me. We are not watertight compartmented. We are not separate individuals. You are not an island. Please be very clear. You are not an island. There is only one thing called collective consciousness. Next truth, not only in the mental level, even in the deeper conscious level, the more deep you go, the more deeply you are connected. The more deep you go, the more deep you are connected. Sachidananda. Get that NSP diagram. I'll try to explain a simple truth. Please understand. This is the physical layer, physical body. This is the pranic body, the second level, third level, fourth level, fifth, sixth, seventh. You have the 7 layers of bodies. In the physical layer, for example, the physical level, you are here. I am here. And God is here. If you come down a little bit to the pranic level, you see, in the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, if you come down to a little subtle level, pranic level, the distance between you and me is reduced. Here the distance is too much. Here it is reduced. And if you come down a little more, the mental level, again the distance is little less. If you come down little deeper and deeper, the distance between you, me, God. When you come down, when you go a little deeper and deeper, the more deeper you go, the distance is less. The more deeper you go, the distance between you, me, God will be reducing. In the end, the deeper level, there is no distance. You, me, God, everything is just one on the same. The only in the physical level.
Very good. Yes. Really. Take another mic. No? Take the other mic. Take the other mic.
In the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, distance is little less. And in the mental level, distance is little less. It is getting reduced. The more deeper you go, the more sensitive you grow. The distance is reducing. The distance is getting lesser and lesser. In the end, nirvanic body, you, me, God, all the three are one and the same. There is no distance. The physical level, you are different entities. When you feel in tune, or when you start loving somebody intimately, their suffering or joy can affect you. Why? Because the distances become very less. It can simply come in or go out of your being. Their suffering can come into your being, or their joy can come into your being. In a little deeper level, you don't have something called individual identity. You are just a part of collective consciousness. That is why many times you do not want suffering, but you are not able to escape from suffering. Again and again, whether it is physical disease or a mental depression or the spiritual bondage, even though you don't want, you have to undergo the suffering because you are not clear-cut enough. You are not aware that you are part of the collective consciousness. The moment you become aware, you don't have an individual identity. You are part of collective consciousness. You don't have a separate ego except your identities, your intellectual understanding. In existence, there is no such thing called your separate individual entity exists. When you realize that, you just go beyond sufferings, depression, and diseases. Understand this one thing. As long as you have the concept, you are individual, the individual consciousness. As long as you have individual consciousness, whether physically or mentally or in being level, spiritually, you will be continuously suffering. Why do you think continuously you are resisting the nature? Whatever nature offers, you resist it. There's a beautiful saying, man as a rule is a fool when it is hot asking for cool, when it is cool asking for hot, always asking what is not. Always asking what is not. When it is cool, you resist. You think you are different from the existence. I have seen sannyasis, enlightened masters, living in Himalayas with just this normal cloth in the cold, in the snow. I myself lived years. Never body was disturbed. Never body was disturbed because I never had the thought that I am different from the nature. Only when you start thinking you are different from the atmosphere or the existence or the air which is there near you, you start resisting it. A very simple thing. Just now you can practice. You are feeling cold. Just relax and observe, witness in which area you are feeling cold. In that area, don't resist the atmosphere. Don't resist the air. Don't resist the temperature. Don't resist the existence. In that area, just say to yourself, I am not going to resist the nature. I am not going to resist the existence. Let me relax. Just consciously decide and relax. In few minutes, the idea of cold will disappear. It may look immediately, what we do is we put the next extreme question. Can we do this in the time of snow and can we survive? Because our mind always goes to extremes. You can, if you can do it totally. And you don't have that much of totality. We don't have that much of clarity. If we can relax, fall in tune with nature so much, simply you can live. Because human beings are living. And they all can manage. Why not us? When you think you are something separate from the nature, nature disturbs you. One more thing. in the air. All possible bacteria and viruses are there. Any moment, any disease can affect you. Any disease can happen to you. As long as you feel in tune with the existence, even if they come inside your body, they just leave. The moment you start thinking that you are somebody individual, separate from the existence, you are something different, then the whole becomes your enemy. You see, you are a part and everything is a whole. If you feel in tune with the whole behaves as a friend. The moment you start thinking, the moment you start discriminating and start behaving with the whole in an opposite way, it just starts acting like an enemy. Be very clear, the whole is not here to kill you or destroy you. And it's a simple, one more example you can understand. When a living person falls in the water, he gets drowned. The dead body floats. And after all, dead body is more heavy. It is filled with water now. Once he dies, he drinks water and water goes inside. He is heavy. But dead body floats, but a living person gets drowned. What do you think? As long as you are living, you resist the water. You are resisting the nature. If you just stop resisting, if you just feel that the whole is part of you, you have become part of the whole, simply you can start floating. And the other day I read a beautiful interview. One person jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. A strange thing. He jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. All the journalists are questioning him. How could you manage it? How did you survive? And if you've seen Niagara, then you can understand. I can't even imagine that somebody survived in that Niagara. He says beautifully. He says, when I jumped, I felt that I become part of the falls. I felt I am a particle floating in the falls. When I came out, again I felt I am just a part. I never felt I am different. When you disappear into collective consciousness, nature is not enemy for you. Nature is your close friend. Nature protects you. When you think you are individual, as long as you have individual consciousness, nature protects you. When you realize you are a collective consciousness, nature protects you. Wherever you want to achieve success, even in the social and economical way, only when you feel in tune with the whole group, only when you fall in tune with the collective consciousness, you will be able to achieve what you want to achieve. As long as you think you are an individual, you wanted to keep your place distinctly, you wanted to keep the idea you are somebody, be very clear, you will be continuously resisted and you will be resisting. Whether it is home or office, workplace or your company, or industry, wherever. If you disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be again and again protected and taken care. And you will experience the ultimate success. Not only socially and economically, you will start experiencing it in a feeling of fulfillment. the feeling of fulfillment which happens to you will be inexplicable. The moment you start resisting, you create hell for your whole life. Small story. A guy was informed that his wife has fallen in the river and he is supposed to jump in the river and save. He jumped and started swimming against the current. And they shouted, "Arey, what are you doing? You are going against the current." He said, "You don't know, my wife, even if she falls in the river, she will float only against the current." She resists everything so much. I don't think she can go with the current even with the river. As long as you resist the current, whether it is your workplace or house or office or a company or wherever it is, as long as you don't disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be continuously creating hell for you and for others. Even in the physical level, if you think you are somebody separate, be very clear, you will be inviting diseases. And one more thing, the mental level, if you think you are separate, again and again, you will be creating seeds of violence. Seeds of violence is created when you feel you are individual. With collective consciousness, you unify. With individual consciousness, you dissect or cut things into pieces. Logic always breaks. Intuition always unites. With a collective consciousness, of course, in the soul level, if you are feeling you are an individual, there is no possibility of any spiritual growth. Any spiritual growth. Spiritually, you can't even put your first step, first thing. In the physical level, you are not an individual. Your body and the body of the sun is straight away connected. Any small change in the body of the sun can change your body. Any small change in your body can change the body of the moon. Even though logically you are not able to relate, it is truth. And the next thing, in mental level, you are not alone. You are not an island. Any thought which is put on somebody else's head comes and touches you, and any thought which is created in your mind goes and touches the other person. It's like a ripple created in a lake. If you are going to create a strong wave, you will be inspiring and impressing others by your thought. If you are not so solid to create a strong wave, be very clear, other waves are going to impress you. Either you live as a leader or you will be a follower. There is no in between. You always think, I will not be a leader, I can't do that much, but I don't have to be a follower. I just maintain my own stand, which is simply impractical. There is no such thing as my own stand exists. Either you lead or you follow. That's all. The mental level also, again and again, if you think you are an individual, you will be resisted. And the moment you understand You are part of the collective consciousness. Not only you will not be resisted, you will be welcomed and received. Third thing, in the ultimate way, the spiritual level, the moment you understand, you are deeply connected, totally connected, intensely connected to the whole group, to the whole universe. Not only you start experiencing the bliss, you start living, opening many dimensions of your being. Now you are stressed out, disturbed continuously because you have to think too much just with one mind. You have to enjoy so much just with one body. If you disappear into this collective consciousness, you will have so many dimensions, so many possibilities, and the amount of ecstasy you can't imagine. Understand? With this one body itself, if you can make so much of joy, if you can enjoy so much, what will happen if you have two bodies? You can put one in the AC, another one in the heater, and enjoy both. If you have three bodies, you can put all the three bodies, depute all the three bodies in three countries and enjoy three different cultures. And if you have four, you can naturally enjoy little more. Just understand, if you have so many bodies, how much of joy and bliss you will have. Same thing you will experience when you understand you are part of collective consciousness. The whole NLP or Nithyananda Spurana program is all about making you realize you are the part of collective consciousness. Not only a part, you are collective consciousness. You are not individual consciousness as you think. Physically or mentally or spiritually. Layer by layer, when we go deeper and deeper, you start feeling you are just one with everything. That is why automatically the diseases disappear. You start feeling the well-being in mental layer, pranic layer, physical layer, etheric layer, and in all the deeper layers. When you really experience that you are boundaryless consciousness, I have seen when we end the program, the meditation camp, people go into such a deep ecstasy, they forget their name, their social status, their education, their qualification, their wealth, their religion, all what they think they are. They forget everything and respect everybody. They fall at others' feet. Even I've seen the daughter-in-law, father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law. That never happens in India. At least in Indian culture, it is too much. I've seen father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law, just seeing the divine in her. And mother-in-law falling at the feet of son-in-law. And fathers falling at the feet of daughters. Because they see the divine. And the grandmothers touching the feet of granddaughters. And the person who is a boss, who is the owner of a company, touching the feet of person who works for him. This is staff for whom he pays. I've seen this happening. When you experience the deep ecstasy of oneness, collective consciousness, when you experience the bliss or ecstasy of the collective consciousness, you forget all the differences of your name, wealth, social status, prestige, whatever you think as you just disappears, and what you are is revealed to you. I've seen people bowing, touching the feet of their worst enemies in that ecstasy. They forget, they are raised, they experience such a deep level of consciousness, such an intense level of energy, such a collective consciousness, such a bliss. Literally, ego disappears and they enter into the state of collective consciousness. Without even knowing, they just go around in that ecstasy. And whomsoever is there, they see God in everyone. It is not that they are given instruction. It is not that they are visualizing. When the experience happens, the whole group feels the collective consciousness and realizes they are one and the same. They are not different entities. Only when you experience the collective consciousness, you can say, you can realize, you can experience what I mean by the word bliss, eternal bliss, Nithyananda. So I pray to the ultimate divine, let you experience this eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. According to science, vacuum is absence of matter, but according to you, vacuum as energy. Matter is manifestation of energy. How will you define vacuum then? Please understand, now the science has changed its view. Now they are coming up with a clear-cut idea. No such thing as vacuum can be created. Even in the space in which you say vacuum, the ether is the present. The ether is the grass form of energy. And they are very clear now, ether is also a form of matter. It can be measured and handled. So, first thing, now the science has evolved so much that it could catch up with the spirituality. It could understand the spiritual truths. And they have started understanding vacuum is not absence of matter. It is absence of certain parts of matter, not completely all matter. You have 5 elements. Vacuum is absence of 4 elements. That's all. It is not the absence of matter. So, science has changed its opinion. And this itself has answered my question. The question. So, my stand is accepted by the science, where lately they are coming up with their clear concepts also to work on the ether, how to use the ether and all those things. Thousands of years ago, the Eastern rishis have developed Vastu Shastra to use the power of ether. All our Vastu Shastra means the technique of building homes and houses are all based on this science of ether. So now they are working to how to use the power of ether. So the next question is very clearly answered in this itself. According to me and according to science, vacuum is energy. And vacuum is not absence of matter. And I define, according to me, vacuum is not something special from total. Total and vacuum are one and the same. If non-living things like rocks have intelligence, is there any difference in the intelligence between human beings, animals, and non-living things? Please explain. One difference. Human being has got the conscious choice. He can decide whether to live with that intelligence or not. The animals and non-living things don't have that choice. They are intelligent by nature. With human beings, you have a choice to be a fool. That's the only difference. Nature, by nature, intelligent. Human beings have got the choice. You can be intelligent or you can be a fool. Except this choice, except this difference, there is no other difference. Nature is intelligent by nature always. Human beings are intelligent by mistake. Sometimes, unfortunately, they act intelligently without knowing. Except that there is no other difference. I understand that as you go deeper into the 7 bodies, the distance becomes less. How do you move down in levels of bodies and stay there so you can truly experience collective consciousness? It's just as simple as 1, 2, 3. Just very simple as 1, 2, 3. 1, after the lecture, go to the volunteer. 2, register for NSP. 3, be here tomorrow morning. Just 1, 2, 3. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. You can experience and stay there. It is said that an individual has control over their mind. Does that mean an outside mind can still influence an individual's mind and thought process? How do we control it so as to prevent anger or depression? This refers to the first truth that you stated. Thank you. Nice question. It is said that an individual has control over their mind. And can I know who is that individual who put this question? It is said that, can you control your mind? This is the same reply from everyone it will be. If I ask anyone, it will be the same reply. Then how can we believe this first statement? It is said that an individual has control over their mind. This is only said, not practiced. Be very clear, it is only said, not experienced. So that statement is wrong. The next thing, does that mean an outside mind can still influence an individual's mind and thought process? Yes. Are you married? You are. Simply by them, now you know your husband can influence your thought process. And you see, one small thing, not only by giving orders, even without giving orders, he can influence. For example, you wanted to come to meditation. I'm not saying particularly about you. Your husband may be here, I don't know. For somebody, you want to come to meditation. He never says openly no, but he just keeps his face, long face. You can influence your meditation here. When you are sitting here, this long face, you will be meditating on his long face. You will be continuously remembering his long face. They are very energy. And one more thing you should understand. For example, he never liked this meditation, all this stuff. And somehow, fortunately, he was not in the station. He's not in the city. He's out of station for last 10 days. Even then, if you are coming here, you come with a thought. If he is here, I have to ask permission. So he will say no. Anyhow, you come here. You have not asked him. He has not showed any even body language or verbal language. Nothing has happened. But when you are sitting here, your energy will be totally different. The memory, just the memory, if I ask him how he will react, is more than enough to put you into low mood, to influence you. Am I right? The very thought is enough to change the whole energy. So understand, it is so practical. Others can influence your mind without even expressing their thoughts, without even expressing their body language. Even if you don't see them, even if you have not seen them, even if you have not asked them about something, just their thinking trend, just their thought structure, when you know about it, that is more than enough to influence your thought and thinking system. How do we control it so as to prevent anger or depression? How do we control it? Again, same answer. Only meditation. Analyze all the 7 layers of your so-called individual consciousness. You are nothing more than onion. Please be very clear. We are nothing more than an onion. If you peel the onion layer by layer, what is there inside? Empty. Just like that, you are an onion. Onion thinks it has got something solid. Only when you peel all the 7 layers, you understand there is nothing inside. Same way you think you are an individual consciousness. If we peel all your 7 layers, you will experience you are a cosmic consciousness, collective consciousness. That's a one and only way to prevent anger or depression, which sneaks inside your system from others, through others and by others. Thank you. Why do we have to suffer? In childhood, we are trained to be separate from others, then school to learn to be somebody, and then adults competing in commercial jobs, and ultimately, if the ultimate truth is we are one bliss, why cannot mass consciousness also reflect this joy, peace and love? It's a beautiful question. I'll answer step by step. Why do we have to suffer? In childhood, we are trained to be separate from others. Then school to learn to be somebody. Then learn adults competing in commercial jobs. If the infinite truth is we are one bliss, why cannot mass consciousness also reflect this joy, peace and love? This question has got so much of potential meaning. The people who created the education system which we are practicing now are not enlightened people. That is the first problem. The education system created by enlightened people, the rishis,
Gurukulam structure, totally outdated. It is not anymore alive. Let me say a few things about the Rishi culture or Gurukulam education system. The education system designed by enlightened masters. In that system, any child who takes birth in that country belongs to the university. He belongs to the master. Parents have no right over kids. The moment they give birth, he or she will be handed over to the Guru. And Guru takes care of him. There are just few rules I'll explain. They are not allowed to wear clothes till they are 7. You do not know, you laugh. It means till 7 they are not even given an idea that they are some individual bodies. They are allowed to relate with existence, ether, straight away with their whole body. They are allowed to relate with flowers. They are allowed to relate with forests. They are allowed to relate with trees. They are allowed to relate with earth. Till the age of 7, they are not even given an idea that they are somebody, they are some body, as you asked in the question. They are some body. The next thing, they are not taught to suppress the left. They are not given the idea whether they are male or female till the age of 7. They are not given the idea whether they are male or female. They are not given the idea that they are somebody. They are not given the idea that they have to suppress some part of their body. They are allowed to live with this whole body. If you can just apply these 3 things with your kids, don't separate their upper body and lower body with cloth. Means don't put anything in the hip. Give something like which covers the whole body. Next, don't give them continuously idea that they are somebody. Of course, it will be very difficult for you because you have to send them to school and lot of things. Only with that atmosphere it is possible. The Rishi culture, they are not given any idea. At the age of 7, they are given a meditation technique. Even if they collect the idea that they are somebody, they can dilute it. They can again and again flush that idea away. They can flood it. They are given a meditation technique again and again to tune themselves to the collective consciousness. That is what we call Gayatri. From 7 to 14, they practice the Gayatri, through which they will be continuously relating to the collective consciousness. By 14, they will have the glimpse of the collective consciousness. Means the conscious experience of enlightenment. Satori, the blueprint of enlightenment. And after 14, based on their Satori, after having Satori means the first experience of enlightenment, they will be given a deeper level techniques to continue in their path. By 21, they will become enlightened. And I tell you honestly, there was a time when more than 70% of the people were enlightened. That's what we call Satya Yuga. There was a time in the Rishi's culture when more than 70% of the people were enlightened. Other 30 were minus, below 7. They were working towards it. Either they are already enlightened or they are working towards it. our social structure. The social structure created by enlightened masters is either already enlightened or working towards enlightenment. That's all. There is no other category. Whole society is only two categories. One is achieved, another one is travel. That's all. Enlightened and seekers. Of course, unfortunately, we lost that education system. That is why I have to conduct NSP every week all over the world. And it is not so easy to conduct this program. People who attend, they say, Swamiji, 2 days, except few hours of rest, you will not have much rest. And people don't feel tired. That's different because they feel so much of energy through meditation. They come and tell me, Swamiji, how is it possible? 2 days we have spent without sleeping. And I tell them, for you at least it's only one weekend. For me, every weekend. For last 2 years, there was not a single weekend in which I was not having some program, some ASP or NSP in some part of the world. If you see our website and see my program, throughout the year, till 2006 beginning, throughout this year till 2006 beginning, not even single weekend is free. Somewhere or other, we are having ASP and NSP. You can see the complete program. And apart from that, even in weekdays, in India, we do this program as 4 days program, 4 days course. Continuously, I am doing the programs, ASPs and NSPs, everywhere, because the Gurukulam system is lost. Now we are trying to revive the Gurukulam system. Already we got few kids of our devotees and started the Gurukulam in India ashram. Soon we are expecting to revive the Rishi culture along with giving modern education to them without disturbing their collective conscious experience or enlightenment. Swamiji, do you think undifferentiated Nirvikalpa consciousness is more or less suitable for us compared to Savikalpa differentiated collective consciousness? First thing you should understand, may I request the person who put this question to stand? Yes, thank you. Have you experienced either Savikalpa or Nirvikalpa? Yeah. I think then you should sit here. Let me tell you from my experience. I do not know about your experience. I can say from my experience, please be seated. From my experience, there is no difference between Savikalpa or Nirvikalpa. When you reach 99%, there is no difference between 99 and 100. These terms are just words. I tell you, in my experience, when I reach Savikalpa, I just dropped into Nirvikalpa. It's not that after that I have to do something to reach the Nirvikalpa. When I experienced Savikalpa, I just dropped into Nirvikalpa. So this is what is my experience. This is the way I achieved enlightenment. And the next thing, undifferentiated consciousness and collective consciousness is again one and the same for me. I did not find any difference except the word. A small story. In India, a big fight goes on between this Savikalpa Samadhi group and Nirvikalpa Samadhi group. The Savikalpa Samadhi group is this Ramanujas, Vishishtadvaita and Dvaita, Bhakta category. and Nirvikalpa Samadhi group is the Shankaras. These two group a big fight. One more small story inside the small story. It's like there was a tank in the center of a village. 4 new persons came to the village. They were about to enter into the tank. One guy said, there is a water, I have to go and drink. The other guy said, no, it is only pani, not water. My grandfather told me. I have to go and drink. The third guy said, no, it is Neelu. Neither water nor pani. I have to go and drink. The fourth guy said, no, it is Tannir. Means water in Tamil. No, I have to go and drink. My grandfather told me. My grandfather only built this tank. All the 4 started fighting before entering into the tank. They fought so badly. All the 4 killed each other before entering into the tank. If they had little bit of patience to enter into the tank, or at least look into the tank, all 4 of them would have understood what we are fighting is only word. It is one and the same. Whether water or pani or tanni or neelu, it is just one and the same. Same way, all this religious terrorism. This religious terrorism is nothing but misunderstanding of the same category. Before entering into the tank, they hold on to their words and they say, my grandfather told me. My grandfather's grandfather told me. They continue to fight without even peeping into the tank. You just have a little bit of patience or courage to peep into the tank. Not only you will not fight, all of you can drink and then supply water to everyone else. We can experience the bliss and radiate it to everybody else. These guys, this Ramanuja and Shankara fight, you don't know to what extreme this Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa goes on. And these Ramanujites, Vishnu Bhaktas, they will have a big bell in their ears. If somebody chants Shiva's name, they will ring their head and they will shake their head so that the name will not go into their ears. No, really? They will just shake their heads so that the name will not go into their ears. And the other guys, the Shankarites, if somebody utters the name of Rama, Narayana, they will go and take bath and come back. This fight between Shankara and Ramanuja, Advaita and Visishtadvaita goes on. The Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa. And there was a showroom. Both of them have written commentary on Brahma Sutra. Both books are displayed. One scholar came and inquired a volunteer who was standing there and taking care of the showroom. What is the difference? That both titles are given. Shankara, Brahma Sutra, Shankara Bhashya, Brahma Sutra, Ramanuja Bhashya. The scholar came and inquired, what is the difference between these two? Volunteer said, 45 rupees. It is just 45 rupees, $1, nothing else. I tell you, all they fight, at least I can say last 1000 years this fight is going on. Whether Savikalpa Samadhi or Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Last 1000 years. The whole fight is solved by the simple one answer, 45 rupees. Understand, this is what is my experience. When I fell into Savikalpa Samadhi, I simply dropped into Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So, still now, I am not able to figure any difference between Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa. According to your experience, I don't know. Only that you should tell. How do you live in truth when it is so hard for others and us, so hard for others, and us plus us to hear it. And even now, when I said, this is what is my experience, I don't know about your experience. There is every possibility that you can get hurt. But the truth is truth. Even though it is so hard for others and us to hear, we have no other way but to live with the truth. Is it possible to skip the layers of attaining the nirvanic body? You had mentioned sudden enlightenment. I am confused with this. Please be very clear. The sudden enlightenment also happens only by penetrating all the 7 layers. There is no shortcut. There is no skipping the layers. You can't skip the layer because you have it. So, you can't skip the layers of attaining the nirvanic body because it is truth. Even if you attain sudden enlightenment, you will be penetrating all the 7 layers within a second. It is possible. But you have to penetrate all the 7. So, you can't skip any one layer. If you can skip, I would have done that. I would have already abridged. I try all my best to abridge all my programs. So, I saw very clearly, you can't do any more upgrading or editing. I did all possible editing and updating. The updated version of consciousness only I am offering. I can say for sure, the program, the NFP, or the meditations of layer by layer is updated version of consciousness. It is most updated software or hardware, whatever you think. There are a lot of personal questions. I have heard and read of your ability to heal men and women of their physical ailments. However, can you heal minds that are corrupted in the material world? Is it possible to get rid of the mind's imperfections so one can search for God with a pure mind? First, you should understand, actually, I don't heal. Just my presence heals. When a sun rises, lotus blooms by itself. It's not that sun needs to go and open the petals of the lotus. Just like that, in the presence of a master, simply healing happens. Healing is not done, but it happens. I can heal your body because your body is straight away in my presence. Same way, if you open your mind, that also can be healed. In this NSP, all we do is opening your mind only. You are asked to write for yourself about your guilt, desires, pain, and pleasures. You are not going to show to anybody. You are going to write to yourself only. People ask me, why are you asking us to write all these things one by one, Swamiji? You are not going to show to me. You are just opening in my presence. You write to yourself. You are not going to show to me or to anybody else. People ask me, you are asking me to write by myself. After all, I know everything. Why should I write? I tell them, you know, but now by writing, I am making you open in my presence so that it can be healed. It's like you have a wound in your thigh. If you cover it with a gold sheet and a silk cloth, it will just be there. It will never get healed. If you open it, at least the sun rays can heal it. The sun can heal it. So we are opening all the wounds and the energy just heals. The whole NSP is about opening up of your layers by layers. All your emotions, guilt, desires, pain and pleasure, everything. When we open up, you are healed and you experience God. Not only you search for God, you experience God with a pure mind. Pure mind is God itself, not something separate. We are all part of collective consciousness. How the God comes into this? The collective consciousness is what I call God. The whole is what I call God. When you are whole, you are holy. And today is holy. Ras Purnima. When Radha and Gopis and Krishna experienced that collective consciousness, Krishna gave the experience of collective consciousness to the whole group of Gopis and Radha. We have a very wrong idea about this Ras Leela. We think Ras Leela is something like we made it as such as if Krishna had relationship with so many women. No, it's a wrong concept. Be very clear. Ras Leela happened when Krishna was 10 years old. He was a small boy. None of us read the original scriptures correctly. We just pick up and support what we want. See, we just wanted to support all our qualities. So we just want some support from some scripture or some master so that we can do all our things behind his back. So we just start blaming Krishna. What happened actually is he gave the collective consciousness experience to the whole group of gopis and Radha. The whole group of gopikas, they had the experience of collective consciousness. The collective consciousness is what I call God. God is not created. If we become one, then who created us? God has not created us. If we become one, then who created us? If you attended yesterday's discourse, you can understand. Or, if possible, listen that DVD. Chaos is order and order is chaos. Nobody has created you. Nobody is creation. Nobody is creator. Nobody is created. There is only one thing, creation. Creation itself has created itself by its own intelligence. Creation, created, creator, all the three are one and the same. To understand more, please listen to the discourse of chaos is order and order is chaos. I pray and bless you all. Let you all have this eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
So, as Swami shares, the collective consciousness, we are part of the whole. And especially Swami talks about one of the question answer session about the Krishna's Ras Leela. We have a very wrong concept or idea about the Krishna's Ras Leela as it is promoted nowadays. Because Swami says very beautifully that it happened when Krishna was just 10 years old. What happened is Krishna gave the collective consciousness experience to all the gopis and the Radha. That's why even in the scriptures the Ras Leela is quite what do you call it, is projected, because that is the expression of the collective consciousness. That's why that is emphasized of Rasa Leela. Otherwise, even the scriptures won't, it will not be come as front, because anything, as Swami mentioned, collective consciousness experience. That's how that's the experience that Krishna gave to. And Swamiji revealed so much on the even healing. Swamiji was telling that when somebody comes for healing, he doesn't heal. His presence heals. Just being in his presence, healing happens. All right.
All right, so with this, we have come to the end of today's sessions. We thank you all for being here with us for the duration of the program for today. It has been a pleasure looking after you. And please make sure that you attend tomorrow as well. So the first segment of the day starts with yoga, puja, and then the rest of the program. So please make sure puja and yoga, there are very important components of this program. It is to align your body to the cosmic energies and to, of course, build a devotion in you. So requesting everyone, please make sure they don't miss the early sessions. And with that, we have come to the end. We are going to close now with the Purna Mantra, requesting everyone to sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands together in front of your chest in Anjali Mudra, and let us chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Level Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you.
Thank you all. See you all again tomorrow.
Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyananda.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of